your source for all things gaming this holiday season. Everything Noob starts now.
Once again, it is time for the Everything Noob podcast. Tonight, it's our special guest, EightCraft, Dreadlow, and myself, Vortek. How's it going, guys?
Going great.
EightCraft, thank you for joining us tonight.
You are so welcome. I know you are blessed with my presence.
Yes, we are. We're short a Jemmy tonight. She's doing, vacation Christmas stuff. I think she's full of crap. She's actually sitting at home watching the show right now, just,
I would like to inform everybody that I have 100% less vagina.
Wow. EightCraft, everybody. He's actually the building manager voice on First Street, if you recognize.
The star role. You may have heard him in episodes such as number 2. And that's about it.
It was 2, wasn't it?
It was number 2. It was the best episode by far. Ratings were through the roof.
I heard
Especially
the network
the
wants to
1 minute area.
The network wants to pick up a building manager spinoff.
Yeah, because we all know First Street's going down the shitter. So.
Wow. Yes.
The manager is going to be the spinoff. I am the manager, and I manage things in a way that no one else really can.
That sounds manageable.
Everyone has 4 days to pay rent. And then
it's actually a reality show.
Every 4 days they have to pay rent. It's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a joke days. There, and
you're
my train of thought just. Oh man! So the holidays are upon us. This is technically our Christmas podcast because we don't do the podcast on Wednesdays. What we do on Wednesdays is First Street episodes, and we're most likely, like 99% chance, you're going to see a Christmas special for First Street. Should be good times.
What could happen?
What could happen? I
Friends
wonder.
Become enemies?
Yes. Tears will be shed. Laughs will be had. Old friends, new foes. None of that will happen.
No.
Probably some Santa hats will be involved.
Santa hats. Yep.
Those are rare.
Oh man, what a throwback.
No one else
They come
knows.
In colors now. They used to be only red. Now you can get them in any color you want.
So we have a lot going on, but first things first. We're not going to announce the winners yet because we're jerks. But we did 2 contests last week, and if you entered on everythingnoob.com, you are in our drawing, and you can win either The Binding of Isaac or The Walking Dead Season 1, which is a game.
Ooh, yeah.
DVD set.
Is it?
Yes.
That is a game.
I've never played it. Apparently it's good. But I haven't seen the show either, so I'm one of those.
Yeah.
I've heard the show sucks.
What?
What do they call that when, like in Borderlands, when you play Borderlands, the characters and everything in it has like that black border around it? I forget what they call that, but that's kind of like the same kind of graphics in The Walking Dead.
Oh, like cell shaded?
Cell shaded, that's it.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. So
it's like playing a comic book.
That's all we know. Oh, it's like playing a comic book. I guess you make choices in it, and it changes the course of the game, like the entire time.
I played the Back to the Future games by Telltale Games, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And you can't go any further until you complete the steps or do the puzzle that's within it. So it's not like really like a free world, but it's fun. Because you're trying to figure out to get to the next phase. It's pretty good. So I would imagine all their games are the same way. It's kind of like story-driven.
Yeah.
Very story-driven.
Yeah. So it should be good. Of course, the Walking Dead game was donated by Jemmy's sister, so we thank her for that once again.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe
That's
The Binding
awesome.
of Isaac was also donated to us by, I think it was Kage, my friend Kage. I don't want to get that wrong, because then if I'm wrong, the real person's like, what?
Yeah.
I donated just for the recognition, and didn't get my name right.
All I wanted was a thank you, a simple thank you, and someone else got that. I didn't get it.
Merry frickin' Christmas, Vortak.
Happy Christmas.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. So, yes, the Steam sale is going on strong right now. And I'm using that to to fill up our gift inventory for the show, like giving away stuff.
Yeah.
So look out for more contests. We're not going to do one this week, but we are going to probably do one next week.
In general Christmas spirit.
Yes, in the spirit of late Christmas. We're giving away games
Christmas of
tonight.
late.
What?
Christmas of late.
Oh. Yes. So, maybe would that be New Year's technically, a New Year's giveaway?
Or would it be an early Christmas giveaway?
Why would it be early?
It would be for next year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm not here today, guys.
You're doing.
There's so much going on, like, outside of the show. The last thing I was thinking about today was, what are we going to talk about on the show tonight, or what's going to happen? So it's been hard to get back in the groove. We've only been gone a week, and now I'm just fried. Let's go into one of our stories we found. The hell is going on with this? Avenged Sevenfold, the rock band Avenged Sevenfold, is releasing a Diablo-style clone on mobile devices.
Yeah.
I see no other logical next step for the band.
No. You've made it when now you make video games. We're a rock band, and now we make games. We've lost all of our badass manly street cred, but now we make video games.
They've peaked musically.
Yes.
Like, we have to reach new heights, guys, and we won't do it through music again.
No one's listening to our music anymore. Which isn't
yeah,
true.
exactly.
Everyone loves Diablo.
Which isn't true.
At all.
Oh man, there's Path of Exile though, and games like Diablo have done really well, but Diablo itself, Diablo 3.
Yeah, well, Diablo 1 was good,
and Diablo 2 was good. I like Diablo 2.
Yeah.
Diablo
Well, actually,
3,
Diablo 2 was amazing.
I think I'm meaning Diablo 2, ain't I?
Probably.
Diablo 1 was very, very basic, but Diablo 2 is the one that was the big one.
I feel like Diablo 3 went back to basic. It was. It wasn't very. There wasn't much to it. I mean, I got to the very last part of the game, and I don't know what happened. I went to make a sandwich or something. I haven't played since. And
I went to make a sandwich, and then I
the last thing I remember is fighting something. I was almost done. The game was getting really climactic, and then I'm like, I'll play this later, and I haven't played it since.
I have one poster above my head right now, and it is a Diablo 3 poster.
I think I have that poster.
And and the thing is, I'm home right now on break from college. I actually live somewhere else, and it's the one poster I didn't bring because I was like, screw that, I'm not bringing that one. It's not going in my room.
My friends will make fun of me.
My friends will think I'm cool.
You know, it was
so
awesome.
I'll take up the Minecraft and Doctor Who poster instead, and then they'll think I'm cool.
Yes. Oh, you like
I know
Diablo
for me,
3?
Yeah, Diablo 3 for me was like, I completed it. Once I was done, that was it. I couldn't. I couldn't go through that again.
I found Torchlight, and that's what stopped me from picking up Diablo 3 again. Because Torchlight 2 was so freaking good.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. You can still, and you know what? We finished it. Remember, me and you finished it, and we thought, well, okay, well that was really cool. It had a cool ending and the whole thing, right? And then we realized, hey, wait a minute, we can keep playing, and we could go into these other maps. Remember? We discovered that? It was really bizarre. So the game just continues. It's not like you're doing everything really over again, but in a way you are, but it's just different the way they set up the end game.
Well, this game is going to be called, I think, Hail to the King, Deathbat? Is that just I don't know if that's just the title screen for it, but it's going to be on mobile devices, which actually, that might be the reason I get it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen a game. Well, I'm sure there is, but I haven't played a game like that on my phone or anything.
I can't imagine a game like that on my phone though. Like,
maybe not.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I like their music, and I can imagine their music fitting really well with a game like that.
As can I.
What?
As can I.
Yes. Thought you said something else.
Actually, I made a racist comment about Jewish people.
Oh, good.
Oh,
it was.
We'd always use that on the show.
Wow. Moving on.
No, I was being sarcastic. Don't kill me.
So yeah, no, I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm not sure what actually got them to do that. They just said, oh well, we used to love this game when we were younger and whatever, so now we want to make our own. Hail to the King, Deathbat.
Yeah.
Deathbat throws me off. Hail to the King. Oh, okay. Is
I'm
Deathbat the name of the king?
I'm
don't
guessing they're gonna have some of their music in there too. That's what I'm guessing.
I would hope all their music's in, like not all their actual songs, but I hope they do the soundtrack. Otherwise, they're
Oh yeah.
yeah. What's the point? They're a band. They don't need to pay someone to do the music. They can just do it themselves.
They do it themselves, exactly. I think it's pretty cool.
They probably already have to pay coders and nerds to make the game for them.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's a big hit to their pocketbook of millions and millions and millions each.
No, I'm just saying.
Well,
I
at
don't
first
see a bunch
seeing
of big
that,
rock guys coding a game in their basements. Like,
Like right behind them, they got their guitars and stuff, and like gothic stuff and tour posters from the early 2000s when they were huge, and like they're just sitting on the basement on the keyboard. Like, oh guys, what if we implemented this awesome leveling system?
that sounds awesome, guys.
that's
Rock
funny.
on. That's some nerds talk. Oh man.
But yeah,
Probably a
I was
guitar item.
expecting, at first when I heard that, I was thinking, okay, so now they're like coming out of the closet. They're actually really a bunch of nerds, right? That put together a rock band and just trying to sell it, right? and
End goal in mind.
they became real big. They go, wow, we became popular. Okay, and then now let's make a video game.
Now we can make our game. Finally.
Yeah, we can make our man. Finally, we can make our game. This is great.
They never had enough money, and they never had enough just computer talent to make a game. So like, here's the plan: we'll make a rock band.
Yeah.
We'll get so huge as a rock band that we can eventually get other people to make a game for us.
There you go. And then now they don't have to do it at all. It's great.
12
I
years
love
later, and here they are.
Do you think they're going to be selling copies of the game like at their concerts, like with their T-shirts and stuff? And then there's like a QR code you can click and buy the game.
You can scan it here. To get
Could
it.
you imagine? Yeah. That's funny. Or their next album will be just a giant QR code. And then you can scan it on your phone and get the game.
That's actually a phenomenal idea. I actually want to release an album that has a cover that is just a QR code.
I wonder.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
You guys-
And you open the album, there's nothing in it. It's just a digital download, but you have to scan the album cover.
That would be
That'd be even
cool.
better. Have you guys heard of Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard of that.
There was
It's kind of like
what?
I was just saying it's kind of like a alternative monetary system.
Yeah, it's an open source like form of currency, and people can like use their computers to mine them, or you trade them for different things, and you can actually trade them for money. They're worth money, and the price fluctuates. And right now, like I think one Bitcoin's worth well over $1,000.
Wow, for one Bitcoin?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have this in front of me. I just thought of this when we were talking about QR codes, because there was a guy not long ago who I guess he was at some sporting event and he threw up his QR code for Bitcoins, and he managed to make like thousands of dollars from that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like, hey, instead of making your QR code download a game, attach it to Bitcoin or something.
Yeah.
If you have a QR code somewhere that makes people curious enough, they're gonna click it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll just go around my college campus posting around a QR code that said each thing will say something different, like scan this and
Just have a T-shirt with a QR code on it and walk around.
yeah, or buy very expensive tickets to the Super Bowl and just go wherever you think the camera will be, do something interesting, and then right when the camera's on you, hold up the QR code.
Yeah.
Don't get on there once. Get on
Have
there
it go to your
multiple
website or
times.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
get
it,
right up by
promote.
like the 50-yard line or something and hold.
Yeah.
Just every time the camera's over there, huh?
And as the game's ending, you're on the field with it painted on your chest.
Did you see that streaker? He had like a QR code on his chest.
Yeah. I scanned his genitals.
I paused my DVR and I was able to snap a quick pic.
Oh
He took a
man.
picture of a streaker, fully nude. It was awesome.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
But yeah, actually the QR code is pretty cool because I mean seriously, there are apps that I want to get for my phone that isn't in the Android market, and I just scan the QR code and I can download it onto my phone without having to connect my phone to a computer or anything. My
It's a cool.
yeah, it's a cool little feature.
Used advanced. I mean, I know a lot of companies use it, and like you see in commercials and all over everywhere now. But I don't see nearly as many people scanning it. I'm like, it's actually a pretty cool feature. It's been turned into kind of a gimmick though.
You would think it was more popular, yeah, because everyone has a smartphone and scanning them is easy.
Yeah, you can make a QR code that's an actual web link.
Yeah.
You know, for a website, and your phone will pick it up and automatically go to that website. So it's definitely a good marketing tool.
Well, every time I've used it, it brings me to some advertisement that I wouldn't have wanted to see anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I think that's the problem. I think marketers ruined the QR code before it could even get popular because it brings you to some advertisement, and no one wants to see advertisements.
No.
Yeah.
Even if it's for something they want and they don't know it yet. They don't want to deliberately get ads.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like when I say it's not popular enough, it's too popular with marketers and stuff like that, and not popular enough with people who would people
benefit from it.
Yeah, like consumers don't want to use it because like I don't want to scan that just to go to your freaking Windex website.
Windex website.
I was like, what? First thing that came to my head was Windex. I don't know why.
Actually, that would be a good T-shirt there, Dan, for us. EverythingNoob.com. Put a QR code underneath it. With that, will actually lead you right to it from your phone. That would be cool.
No,
or you know what? Put one on the website, a QR code.
Why would you put a QR code for a website on the website that we're trying to get them to visit?
So that will continuously loop, and they'll be stuck with it. They'll have to look at our website. No,
they've already looked at the website.
You have.
I'm kidding.
You visit
kidding. You make it.
life.
I just didn't think
You're
about
already
it.
here.
That's kind of lame.
It's the never-ending QR storm. What the hell?
Never mind. I just forget I said that.
No, it's on there now. I'm not editing it out.
Put
either.
a QR code on our website for our website. That's awesome.
It's QR websiteception. I don't want to bring that back. I'm actually glad people don't say so-and-so-ception. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I liked that
people
movie, and it
still
was
say that.
ruined.
Well, it's funny you say that because there's camera inception right now with EightCraft's cam, because right behind him is a window,
Yep.
and it's got a reflection of us in the background. Oh,
You know what
good time.
Speaking of things that people are bringing back, Vortac, you were guilty of bringing back. That's what she said when we were talking before this.
I'm
Don't
not,
be that guy who's like, I don't want to bring old things back.
No, I don't want to bring Inception back. That's what she said. She'd never die.
You can't bring it back if it never died.
Exactly.
That's what she said. Inception.
What do you...
I don't know.
Great. What a disaster. So
This show is going downhill quick.
It's been downhill. We started at the bottom of the hill, and we started to climb back up, but we're back down.
Downhill exception, bro.
Downhill. Oh my God. So, Legend of Zelda.
Cool. So, segue.
Video
Speaking of Zelda and saving Hyrule.
Speaking of Zelda.
Speaking of Zelda, they're making a live-action movie based on the Skull Kid from Majora's Mask. That's the story. That's the whole
wow.
thing.
Anytime I hear anything Nintendo licensed and live action, I just think of Mario and I just hate it.
So, that's funny because there's a trailer on this article. I haven't watched the trailer. I just read the story, and we're going to link it in the show notes. But it's a YouTube video, and it has the Machinima logo on it. And I'm just wondering if it's been flagged by Nintendo because it has The Legend of Zelda in the title.
Oh my God.
Now Nintendo,
they're
I know.
advertising their movie, and then they're like, "No, flag."
Yeah, you put the word Nintendo in there, and they'll try to flag it. but with Nintendo, that is. A lot of these other gaming companies they're just not actually doing it. The IND Music Corporation is actually the one that's really going crazy with this, and it's from what I understand, it's people who've made music and they're free, royalty free, whatever they are, or not even royalty, not really royalty free, but like for instance, they make music that they allow people to use on videos and stuff. And what they wanted to do, they said, well, you can make money off of your music, from advertisements and stuff on YouTube. Sign up now and put in your song, and then we'll try to match it with videos, and then you'll be making money off of it. What these companies didn't know, the ones who made the music, didn't know that they were going to flag people's videos and completely stop them from getting revenue as well. So a lot of these music companies are kind of upset about it.
I
One
think
issue too
what?
comes from. Oh, go ahead.
No, I go on.
One issue too is that a company that's affiliated with IND Music is TuneCore. That's actually a distributor, and a lot of people can just. And I've done this too. I actually release music through TuneCore. They'll release their song to iTunes and all that, and anyone can do it for like a small price. And what actually happens is if people want to release their royalty-free music and they want to put it on iTunes or something, they can do it for TuneCore. But then TuneCore is actually taking the responsibility of flagging people's videos that have.
Yeah.
So like,
I think
it's a huge mess. I've had people have used my music in their videos, and since I've released stuff through TuneCore, a lot of my older stuff, people have been telling me like, "Hey, my video got flagged for having your song in it. What's with that?" I'm like, I didn't tell them to do it. I didn't put it through the Content ID system. I told you.
And who's getting the money for that then?
No, TuneCore is. I don't get anything as the.
You don't get anything for your song. That's
no. And I don't ask for I don't ask for anything. I don't want anything. I'm like, hey, you want to use it? Go ahead. I gave them express written permission, and TuneCore's taking it upon themselves to to flag the videos.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll have to link your music in the show notes because that's.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's pretty cool. EightCraft does a lot of cool stuff with musical happenings. I'm not good with.
I clap and music is created.
Yes. Go check that out though. It's going to be in our show notes. If the show notes let me type in them. There they are. EightCraft music. So a lot of I'm surprised that I'm not surprised. I shouldn't say I'm surprised. The copyright stuff is out of control. I guess I'm kind of shocked that how many people are getting away with claiming things they have no right to claim.
Yeah. And YouTube ain't doing nothing.
There's nothing they do about it, and a lot of people are able to fight the claims and get their video back, but it's a risk because if you lose, then you get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
If you let it be and just say, okay, I'm not getting revenue off that anymore, I'll deal with it, then you don't risk getting that copyright strike if you're wrong. So I had a video. I've gotten one video flagged. I have over 800 videos, and most of them Minecraft on one of my YouTube channels. And one of them was a mini game within Minecraft based on Assassin's Creed like rules. So you would play, and it was called Crafter's Creed. So I named the video properly. I said Minecraft - Crafter's Creed, and then in parentheses I put Assassin's Creed game variant in Minecraft. And that was the title. Because it has Assassin's Creed in it, it got flagged. Because if someone actually had been watching the video, they would have seen it's just Minecraft.
Was it a black flag by any chance?
What does that mean? Oh my god. Why would I even answer that? I walked right into that.
Flag? Is it worse than a regular flag?
You were right to it.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Shut up.
For those that don't
Black
understand
flag.
what I mean, Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
They understand.
Is the next. Okay.
They understand. I'm the one. If you don't know what that means, you're probably as dumb as me. And therefore, I want you to join me in feeling dumb, and I don't want you to go knowing what it
We're
is.
dumb together.
Yes, we'll be dumb together. Damn it.
I like your strategy. Be insulted on your show and then insult your audience.
Yes.
If I didn't do that, somebody would have.
Exactly.
So I just saved you.
Someone in the comments.
Yes.
Was
Did
it
your
a
Assassin's
black-
Creed video get black flagged? Brumts. Wow. I didn't know you couldn't do Assassin's Creed videos. Is that on the list of videos that are a no-no?
Do you know exactly who is claiming this? Did it say?
It says, but it's some awkward company no one's ever heard of. It's behind a bigger company or whatever.
There's no music in it or nothing?
Only music I've always used.
Who makes
Is it by any chance approaching Nirvana?
I don't know.
Because they're starting to flag those.
Yeah, that mess.
Are they?
That whole mess of
I
they
haven't
flagged
gotten
a whole bunch of Wolves videos
Really?
because of a
And Approaching Nirvana tweeted at him like apologizing, saying we're not doing any of this.
We're not. They're gonna have nothing to do with it. They got flagged on their own YouTube channel for their own music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you guys heard of the VVVVV game?
No.
Oh yeah.
The guy who made the maker of the game released a trailer for the game he made on his YouTube channel, and it got flagged.
Yeah.
Wow.
He made the game. There was no music in it either. Well, there was like the beep beep beep. That was it.
And
And still got flagged.
Was it just him going beep 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 and then?
No, the game was actually doing it, but I mean.
But it was his. Like he had the rights to it and everything. It's like YouTube's. You're not doing
It's
it.
my game. What are you talking about?
And then there's a
Anyway,
whole copyright.
yeah.
thing.
So that's why I'm asking if it's approaching Nirvana. That's probably why, and it's not by approaching Nirvana.
No,
that's
it's
actually
because
flagging
of the name. Because I have a ton of their music in my old videos, and if they want to flag those, the way I see it, I got partnered with some company. It doesn't matter. I got a partnership with them, and I get revenue from them, and it's their job to protect me in case of this stuff happening. Now that YouTube has this new rule. Anyone can just go around claiming stuff willy-nilly left and right, and even though I'm still protected by that company, they can't do anything for me. So not only is my partnership pretty much useless now, but I don't even make much money off of it anyway. I don't make enough to be worried about it. So if they want to claim 700 of my 800 videos, I won't really care that much. I don't have time to sit there and dispute 700 copyright claims, much less one, and then risk, losing for whatever reason, and then I get nothing. Then I have a black mark, and then I can't be partnered with anyone. So
if somebody was to take one of your videos off your YouTube channel, say like it had like 100,000 or 200,000 views, and they want to like get in on the action, right?
Yeah.
So they download your video and they upload it to their channel, so it gets in the search engine as on theirs too. You could go ahead then and claim that video, right?
Can I? Is that like how it works?
I don't know. I don't. That's what I was asking. If somebody was to upload my video that I've already put on YouTube, and because it's got so many views, because people have done this to Captain Sparkles, where they've taken, his video, but he allowed it because it was flagged. His was flagged, but he allowed it. But they took his video and they put it up on their channel, and they're getting the same amount of views as he's getting on the original. And so if they're monetizing that, they're making money off that. And I'm wondering if he could turn around then and say, hey, you're using my video, and can he flag it himself? And whatever revenue they've made, he get. I don't know.
No, if it was, the thing is, if it was flat, because I think you're talking about like Minecraft style, right? If it was flat on his channel, and then someone else uploaded it, he couldn't like go to YouTube and be like, hey, that video that you flagged for me, can you go claim it on them? They're the most that would happen.
No, I know. I was just using that as an example. I know that's already done.
Video. I have no clue. I would imagine.
Yeah, like if somebody, EightCraft, somebody was to take your video, say like you got a couple 100,000 views on it, and they took your video and they thought, well, heck, man, I'm going to put this on my channel, and because I see that all the time. I've done that. I've gone to a YouTube channel where all they've done is upload other people's videos so that they can monetize them and make money off of it. And so you could turn around and go to that channel and say, flag it for copyright or whatever, and then any revenue they make off that goes to you. Unfortunately, you lost all the back revenue that he made.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I've had a video of mine, one of my most popular videos. I've had it posted somewhere else where the guy just changed the thumbnail, and I didn't go through YouTube. I just told the guy like.
I've had a couple of my videos actually uploaded to some Chinese.
Yeah, that's the weird part.
You can't do that.
You find your own videos on like these weird foreign ass websites.
He even took on my name and everything. It was funny.
Really?
Yeah, but there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, it's in another country.
Yeah, no,
I think we laugh about it, but I think if we were one of the channels that were really big, we had hundreds of thousands of views, and we were making a legitimate living, it wouldn't be like, it would be very frustrating for that to happen, or for someone to claim your video who has no right to. In my mind, like in the case of Approaching Nirvana, I feel like that gives them the legal ground to sue the company who claimed their music that had no right to.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure that they'll do whatever they can to.
Yes, I don't think it does.
If it doesn't, that's what's screwed up. Why? Why not?
Because the company, assuming the company that's claiming it has to be in some way affiliated, they can't be misidentifying. If it's misidentifying, then yeah, they have the ground. But I don't think that's what's happening. I think Approaching Nirvana is in the same situation that a lot of people are with TuneCore right now. They don't go through TuneCore, I know that, but I think it's just like the people that they distributed through are doing something that they just didn't expect to happen, where it's like, hey, we're just going to start claiming videos.
Well, they said, I read somewhere that some royalty-free music, because it was actually hosted with this company, and because they decided to sell the company to somebody else, that somebody else was a part of this IND music fiasco or whatever. So all the music that was originally royalty-free, which still should be royalty-free, is now being flagged because it went to a different company. It's weird. Just all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Yeah.
I guess the best way to compare it then is, okay, so let's say you're at a concert and you get to meet the band. Let's say Avenged Sevenfold. You're at an Avenged Sevenfold concert and you have a backstage pass. You get to meet the band and you're like, I love your music so much, and I make vlogs. Can I use it as a backdrop to my vlogs? And the whole band could sit there and go, yeah, that would be awesome, man. Oh, okay, can I monetize the video, and put ads on it, make money? Pff, yeah, that's fine. We don't care. You're awesome. Rock on. Then your video gets claimed.
You sold the musicians so well there.
Anyway, then the musicians said, rock on, go for it, we don't care. But the people who own their record label do care, and they don't allow it. So is it kind of like that with Approaching Nirvana and these other bands?
Yeah.
Kind of sort of like the record label saying no, even though they might not have technically a record label?
That's how I understand the situation right now. That they, despite Approaching Nirvana can be like, yeah, use my music all you want, they can do that. They're not really in the place to make that decision at the end of the day, in the eyes of the company that's claiming, at least. So
yeah,
they don't have the legal grounds to sue, and I think it's a messed up way, because I think if the artist themselves says you can use it, it's just free promotion. So.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think that just stems from everyone has their level of expertise. Like, okay, so we're musicians, we make music. And the one thing we don't have is the ability to market that music and sell it. So we need someone who knows how to do that. And then that person gets way too much freaking control.
Yeah.
And it's just because, it's the whole you scratch your back, I'll scratch mine thing. And then one person gets control that they should never have had. And now it's coming back to bite everyone. And gamers like us are the most affected. If we make videos about games, which we have and we do, we're really affected by it. This honestly doesn't affect any other portion of YouTube more than the gaming community itself.
Yeah.
Because we're dealing with not only music that we may or may not have in the background, but an actual video that was made using something we didn't create. It's not shot in our bedroom. It's shot on a computer screen featuring a game we didn't make.
Right.
So I've said this weeks in a row now, if you're going to do Let's Plays, if you're someone who is on YouTube and your favorite Let's Player is inspiring you, skip the YouTube portion, go to Twitch, do it live, and just, do that. Like, seriously, don't bother with YouTube. And take highlights from Twitch and put them on there, but that's what I'm doing. Anytime I have a live-action gameplay thing I want to do that's not First Street, First Street's a machinima series, that's different. We can't really do that live. So
right.
Yeah, I do it on Twitch, and if something funny happens or interesting, I'll take it. Twitch makes it easy to take a highlight from it and upload it straight to YouTube.
Yeah, you can have highlights on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, and then if those get flagged, whatever, you still have your stream, you had fun, Twitch doesn't care, it'll save the videos for you.
Yeah.
If Twitch made all Twitch needs to do is make a video library section of everyone's channel, similar to YouTube's, where it's really easy to browse and encourages people to browse them. And you're going to see all the Let's Players start going to Twitch. And then gamers will eventually leave YouTube. That's my theory, anyway.
Especially with the YouTube comment system the way it is now.
Or a better system, happens. I'm hoping that maybe some of these networks will actually because there's a service out there where you can have videos or media hosting on their website, and then you can embed them on your website, and so you can have your own videos, and you can have people upload to it or whatever. And I'm hoping that some of these networks, what they'll do is they will put themselves together a website with all their 100,000, 200,000, million subscriber base, partners that they have, and put them on their website and bring all the traffic to that. And that's probably what the next phase of this is. And people are going to be, these networks are going to start their own thing.
Yeah. They got to do it similar to the way Twitch did it, because Twitch doesn't allow... it's not that they don't allow it, it's just different on Twitch. Twitch is... If you don't know what Twitch is, for those of you who don't know, go to twitch.tv. It's a website where people stream video games live. That's all they do all day long. And anyone can do it. You need to have a good computer and good internet, but anyone could, in theory, set up a live stream. So Twitch, what they did in all their awesomeness is they went out and they got all the contracts they needed to make sure that everyone was allowed to stream whatever game they wanted. If you can't stream the game, the website will let you know. If you do it anyway, then you'll get in trouble, and that's that, because they don't have the rights to stream it. And I think Nintendo games would be the most affected, because Nintendo doesn't seem to really like people making videos on their games or making money of any way. And that's a whole nother story.
Nothing.
But
you can't put nothing.
Yeah, Nintendo is not friends with the gaming community when it comes to videos and stuff. So, which is an ironic thing the way I said that, but you know what I mean. So, they're not friends with the gaming community. What Twitch did is they got all the contracts, and then they themselves partnered the channels. If they see a streamer who gets a lot of viewers, they stream frequently, they're like, hey, we want you to be a partner. You can run ads in your stream, and you get half the revenue, and we get half the revenue. And people partner with Twitch, and there's no third party. Machinima, Maker Studios, and all these big people that partner channels on YouTube, they're not involved. If you want, you can go out, let's say you go to audible.com, the book store, the audio store. Right. You can say, hey, I have 1,000 people watching me every day. I live stream games. Will you be a sponsor? And then during their live stream, they can read a little Audible thing, oh, this live stream brought to you by audible.com. And then, hi, Audible.
Yeah.
And then Audible will give them money for that. And that's another way you can do it. You don't have to just use Twitch's partnership, but you're not forced to use Maker Studios or Machinima or whatever.
Correct. Yeah, like Shaft Podcast does that. They have 4 sponsors that they do. You take about 20 to 30 seconds out of their actual podcast that they do, and what they'll do is they'll talk about audible.com, or they'll talk about whatever the other thing, because they get revenue from that sponsorship, and it helps them with the podcast. It pays for the bills, So that's something that once you're big enough, Audible will accept you.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, sure.
Real quick, we're not ignoring EightCraft. He ducked out and he didn't say anything.
Oh, yeah.
We're not. If anyone's listening and going, where did EightCraft go? He ducked out for a minute. Someone in chat says something that I kind of disagree with in a way. They said that the problem with Twitch is Twitch only advertises the channels that are already big, so it's easier to become big on YouTube than it is Twitch, which I don't think is true, because all Twitch does is take a game, for example, let's say Minecraft. If you click Minecraft, it shows you everyone who's streaming Minecraft, from the person with the most views to the person with the least views. So it's your job to go and find those people. Now, YouTube, on the other hand, used to have a really good system. If you subscribe to a channel and your subscribers saw that, sometimes, let's say I hit like on someone's video, it'll tell my subscribers, oh, Vortac liked this video. Maybe you'll like it too. And it used to be a good system. Now they've done away with a lot of those conveniences, and it's pretty much all of your subscription feed is just spam. Like, oh, so-and-so liked this video, so-and-so liked that video. But the videos I upload...
It's on your Google Plus page.
Yeah.
Is where it ends up. Yeah.
Well, the videos I upload don't get in the sub box anymore. Just things that other people did that you're not even subscribed to. Like, so YouTube has it backwards, and it's really hard to get your video seen on YouTube if you're someone who does gameplay. And YouTube is super saturated with gameplay. So that's always been my advice if anyone's looking to do gameplay, is to go onto Twitch and not mess with YouTube. And every 6 months or so I go on a spiel about this, because it starts to drive me nuts how many people start asking me, oh, you know, how did you get viewers on Twitch? How did you get viewers on YouTube? And I'm like, I just made videos, but if you want my advice, this is what I wish I started doing. I wish I started on Twitch in the beginning and said screw YouTube, because I put so much work, blood, sweat, and tears into YouTube just to get screwed by them. Kind of sucks. Yeah. You know,
it does.
You would think almost 900 videos would get you in the search rankings, but it's so saturated and so impossible nowadays. What's really cool is when I stream long enough, and if you make friends who are willing to like do a stream raid, you'll get viewers that way. Streaming is all word of mouth, whereas YouTube, even if it's word of mouth, you have to compete with everyone on the freaking website. But streaming is different, because even though there's tons of people streaming, you kind of flock to the person who you relate to. So let's say, like, you and I have gotten I don't want to say where we've become friends with the likes of Wolf21 and Luckland, and when I'm streaming, they'll raid me out of nowhere. They'll see that I'm streaming, and they're nice enough to send over all their viewers if they're done streaming.
They do.
And I'll return the favor when I can, and I'll take my viewers and send them somewhere to someone who's not very popular. Maybe I'll find a random channel or a friend, and I'll say, hey guys, my friend so-and-so is streaming, go check him out.
And here's another thing I wanted to say about Twitch. You can integrate Twitch and Twitter together, and see, you could be streaming live, and of course the first tweet you put out is say, hey, you know, I'm live here, come and check me out, right? Yeah. But if you're live streaming, unless if you're on top of tweeting, you can tweet every every half hour or so, you can tweet something, because you're live and people can come and see you. But the thing is, you can integrate that little Twitter where your viewers can tweet, and so they're tweeting, and you can't have that kind of thing on YouTube.
Well, you can, but no one's gonna do it. People on YouTube have a different mentality. When people watch a YouTube video, they watch it and then they move on. They don't want to. A lot of people like joining communities, but there's also a lot of people who are just on there to get their quick fix and move on. So if you have a quote unquote tweet it button in the comment or the description of your video, and you say, hey, hit that button and tweet this video to your friends, they don't really care. They're like, nah, whatever. No. And you know what? I will say this. The benefit of YouTube videos is that you get to edit them. You get control of how long the video is. And it used to be great, but YouTube is screwing everyone left and right, which is another reason I get to sit here and sit in my soapbox and tell you why Twitch is better for gamers.
Yeah.
So, EightCraft, do you do any live streaming?
Yeah, and actually, it's funny that you're talking about the whole YouTube versus Twitch thing, because I haven't uploaded a YouTube video in a little while, and I've been totally dedicated to moving to Twitch, and I've been trying to live stream more frequently, and I'm totally set on moving most of what I do to Twitch because of how much YouTube just doesn't appeal to what I want to do anymore.
I think a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah. Oh, I've been doing that hardcore.
Wolf did that a long time ago.
Yeah, Wolf saw it coming. He was like, I'm done with these videos. I'm
going straight to Twitch. Did a long time ago.
And then Minecraft and Luckland followed up with it pretty soon after.
Yeah, he's now doing it too.
You missed part of the conversation, but yeah, we were just talking about how someone in the chat said that it's easier to get popular on YouTube than it is Twitch, and in some ways they're right. In some ways I disagree. But from a streamer's perspective, and someone if you stream frequently enough, I can guarantee you, all you need to be is frequent and just be yourself, and you can get people to watch you on Twitch. Random people found our stream. We were doing the 24-hour cast for Everything Noob. This channel has like no followers when we're starting this thing, right? We had like 80 followers, and they that was accumulating over time. Like, we didn't just get 80 followers. We got an initial amount from just talking about the podcast when it first started, and then people randomly find it and they'll watch it. Now, our podcast doesn't say, "Oh, we're playing this game," which is even worse, because now you're not listed in any search engine, but somehow people still find it. There are people who browse Twitch and just find stuff and watch it for a little bit and see if they like it.
See, I'm also wondering if we should have went to Justin TV because of the what we are, but because we're games, that's why we decided Twitch.
You know, I don't know how that would work, because Justin TV and Twitch are the same company, and we could
one is
technically
dedicated
use
to video games and one's dedicated to
people.
Yeah.
We could technically use Justin TV with this account. I think we could technically stream on both Twitch and Justin.
Ah, that's interesting.
But I've never really considered it, because we're a gaming podcast. If we were a politics podcast or a sports podcast, I would say, we belong on Justin TV. Unless we were gamers who talked about this stuff part-time, then I would just give it to my gaming community, because you can do whatever you want on Twitch. You don't have to do gaming.
You could, but I'm just saying that we could have went the other way too, where that's more dedicated to. Then there would be a link, maybe, not saying playing this, but it'll be like a link like to a podcast, and it would say podcast. So if people want to look to see what podcasts are running, they can go there, and we're live. They can just click on it. Whereas you can't say podcast in here in Twitch TV because it's all based on games.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little bit more difficult.
And to answer the other follow-up we got in chat here, the problem with Twitch is you have to be live. Yeah, that's the biggest downside. And I understand that completely. Like, I do. But what if you were live for 3 hours and you played Minecraft, and then you took all the funny parts of your video, because there's going to be, for 3 hours, it's not going to be 3 hours of nonstop fun and interesting content. It's going to be a lot of walking around and mining for coal and chopping up trees. And, what if you took the most interesting parts and made, I don't know, 3 to 10 highlight videos and then uploaded them to your YouTube channel.
Scheduled
or just saved them on Twitch. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And then, so now you have 10 small, interesting videos rather than one long, boring video. And you can take one video and edit it and chop it up as you please. Sure, go ahead. But that's my point. Like, what happens if you're a Twitch partner and a YouTube partner, and then all your YouTube videos get flagged? That's okay. You still have your Twitch revenue. You get revenue when people watch the recorded version on Twitch, and you get revenue when people watch your live stream.
So you get both the best of both worlds there.
Yeah. And that's just for Let's Players. If you're someone who
that's
makes
if you do Let's Play,
yeah, then YouTube all the way.
Obviously,
EightCraft looks like
you
he wants
couldn't
to
do
say
a
something.
live machinima.
Yeah, I can speak actually for a few people that I know have been switching to Twitch, including me. One of the hardest things about getting into Twitch, and I've moved past this at this point, but like, you can't go into Twitch with a YouTube mentality at all. Like, you can't think like, I'm going to have a super nice and polished, completely smooth, like, you can have a completely smooth recording and everything goes right, but the point of a live stream is kind of like, not everything goes as planned, and like, you're talking to chat and like something weird happens, and like you can switch a game midway through. It's not supposed to be like how you attack a recording session. And
exactly.
A lot of people, I think, have trouble getting in that mentality of like not everything being as polished as a recording session. But it's the appeal, and the reason I love Twitch so much is because of the interaction. I get hilarious people in chat who I love talking to while I play. All around, I think Twitch is becoming the better community.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. What's funny about Twitch is someone could make a comment on Twitch, and that same exact comment, word for word, verbatim, could be on a YouTube video, and you'll read it completely differently. Like, because it's not live, and you'll have time to sit there and think about it, and you can't answer them and ask them, what did you mean by that? With Twitch, it's live, and there's kind of a joking environment. It's in context. So a lot of times people will comment on a YouTube video, and they'll say something totally random. Maybe they said it at minute 8.7 in the video, right? You're just reading it as a comment. You're not reading it as minute 8.7. So now it's like out of context, and you're like, why did that person say such a mean thing? But maybe if it had been in context, it would have been a funny joke. So
Yeah.
YouTube comments seem really mean. A lot of any comments on YouTube, even like the nice ones, sometimes seem like people are being dicks, and I have to like sit there and think about it for a minute. So I don't know. It's just the whole mentality. And then what's cool about people in the Twitch chat is they're nicer all around because they don't. They're gonna maybe what they're saying might hurt your feelings. They're never gonna know it hurt your feelings if it's not live.
Yeah.
But if it's live
True.
and you go, oh, that was a mean thing to say, or you yell at them for it, they'll be like, oh no, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, I've had that happen actually, where I accuse someone of being a dick, and then they're like, no, I actually just meant to help you, like give you this tip.
Yeah. So
Well, see, I was gonna say with YouTube, when you're doing a machinima or you're doing something that's generally your creation, it's not going to get flagged. But if you do a Let's Play of a video game on YouTube, you have that chance of it getting flagged. So moving to Twitch when it comes to Let's Plays and even reviews of a game, you can even do a review live. Why not? And you don't have that chance of it being flagged. Now, Twitch might eventually go there because they might be forced into it. But for right now, you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
So.
And then someone in chat says, Vortec, you suck. Heart.
See, now that would not have been, if you would have said that in a video, YouTube video comment, he would have looked at that and said, what? Why do I suck?
Yeah,
what did I do?
the hell?
But see, we know it's a joke, so it's in context.
Because we heart the Twitch community.
Yes. So that's the moral of the story. Anyway, I don't want to run out of time here before we get to do this contest. We have 2 games to give away tonight, and we're just about out of time, so we're going to give those away here in just a second.
All right.
And should be good times. Should be very good times. I just got to set up the giveaway here, so you guys can keep talking.
Okay.
Or don't.
Let's talk
Well,
about
while
how
I'm doing it, I know there's a lot of, we were going to talk about Steam games and the Steam sales and stuff, and so I really wanted to, talk a little about that. Definitely go to Steam, check them out, because there's some really good deals. But I do want to bring up that I do have a website that you can buy discount games from. So, and they're Steam. You get a Steam key when you buy them. What I suggest you do is check out the Steam sales, see what there is, and then go to dreadlowgaming.com, check out dreadlowgaming.com, and see if you can get a better deal there. Because if you buy it from me, it helps me out to get a new computer so that I can actually do some streaming myself. I can do streaming, but I can only do, basic games. Dan knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I'd really, I'm trying to save up to get a better computer, and that's the way I want to do it, and it would really help me out a lot. So check it out.
I'd recommend using his site, especially when you're looking to buy a new game, because even the really new titles go on sale, maybe even $5 off.
Yeah,
So,
there's quite a bit of sales, and you get the Steam key, put it in your Steam account, and it downloads from Steam. So it's not like you're not getting a game that you have to download onto your PC that's separate from Steam. It's part of Steam, so it works. So
yes.
I've had a few people already buy some games, and it works out really good. I don't get a whole lot from it, but at least I get something, and it really would help out a lot. So
yeah,
I just wanted to bring that up while he was doing that.
Yeah. Well, we're ready to give stuff away, but yeah, dreadlowgaming.com will be linked in the show notes. Go check that out, as well as EightCraft's music and all the other things we talked about as usual.
Yeah, definitely EightCraft music.
Yes. I have the names here. And we are going to roll the random name picker. The first game up is The Binding of Isaac. If you haven't heard of that, really awesome game. It's like a dungeon crawler. It's like a top-down view. And it's one of those arcade-style games where you die and then you got to restart all over again. But you start to unlock things along the way, along all the times you're dying, and it makes the game more fun, all the little items you unlock. And the best thing to do is just search for it on YouTube. I can't describe it very well. I'm not doing it justice. It's a great game.
It is. It's a lot of fun. I just
I've given away a few copies, and people are pretty excited about it all the time. So, all right, here we go. The winner of The Binding of Isaac. Cobra Strike 09. I don't think Cobra Strike's in chat tonight, but Cobra Strike 09, we will be emailing you the Binding of Isaac gift code.
Awesome.
These are all Steam gift codes, by the way. So Cobra Strike is our Binding of Isaac winner. Let me write that down in case something goes terribly wrong here. Cobra Strike 09. Whoa, I messed up. And then the winner of the Walking Dead Season 1 video game, Delbertina. Delbertina wins.
Oh, Delbertina, she's in chat.
Really?
Awesome. Yep.
I didn't see Del in chat. Whatever. Anyway, Delbertina.
Yeah, looks like she's in there.
Well, I'm blind.
He or she?
What? I think Delbertina's a she. I've known
Is it she?
I have known this person
I
long
think
enough. I should know
It,
that.
it is a she because I remember she mentioned that she was in the Minecon costume contest.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So, congratulations to you guys. We will be getting you those games via email here, and we're giving away more stuff, but not right now, not tonight.
More stuff.
More stuff. I would definitely check us out after the Steam sales are over, because we're kind of fluffing our inventory with Steam. So, giving away a few games after the holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, check that out. So, cool. Thank you guys for entering the contest. A lot of people entered, and it's always really cool to see that. I had to advertise it really quick the other day. I was live streaming. I'm like, I haven't advertised this contest at all. And so I was telling people about it, and, you know. Also, I want to mention this. It's the end of the show, but I feel like it's worth mentioning. We're on iTunes, and it's kind of a little-known thing. Maybe we didn't talk about it enough at the, when the show first started. I know it wasn't linked on the website for the longest time, but we've been on iTunes since the dawn of the podcast. But for the next couple weeks, between the 21st and the 27th, they're not updating iTunes with podcasts. I don't know why. I guess they're working on something. So for that time being, you're only going to hear the show if you look for it on our website or YouTube or whatever. But that's not what I want to talk about. I actually wanted to see if anyone out there has an iTunes account and they feel like help if you like the show and you want people to find it, all you need to do is give it like a rating and maybe even leave a comment about it on iTunes. And that's going to put the show out there more. It's going to make the show seem relevant. Because we haven't gotten a whole lot of those, which is fine. We still get feedback in other ways, and other people watch it in other ways. But if you like the show and you want to help us out and you want to see it go somewhere, that would do worlds for us. You have no idea, like that little amount, clicking up, the rating button, and maybe even typing up something real quick, that would do an insane amount for us. So
yeah,
definitely go check that out, because a couple people have, and we've really appreciated it. But yes. Anyway, shameless self-plugging is mostly over. We want to thank everyone for coming to this episode of the podcast. EightCraft, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
Any final thoughts?
No.
No. Wow. At least you didn't make something up. Usually people make something up.
Well, it's like this.
So, and definitely check
Let's
out
talk about
Wednesday.
that new Al-Qaeda video game.
Al-Qaeda video game. God. This Wednesday, new episode of First Street, our Christmas special. God willing, if all goes according to plan, it should be a Christmas special. And go check that out. It should be a good time. All right.
It'll be amazing.
I got to stall while I find the outro here, as always. I'm so prepared, you guys, all the damn time. All right. Thanks for listening, everyone. See you next time.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to the Everything Noob podcast. Be sure to visit everythingnoob.com for previous episodes, show notes, host bios, and blogs. And while you're there, feel free to write us with any questions, comments, or suggestions you may have. Don't forget to check out the links to our Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch TV channel as well. On behalf of the Noobs, see you next week, and happy gaming!